Hey everyone, this is Eduardo from VSharp. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about a very important topic, which is mentorship. How to find the right one, the importance of getting one, and some other thoughts that I'm sure you're going to find useful. I have a new website, so go and visit it, www.VSharper.com. Download my ebook with more than 70 strategies and actual ideas to help you handle some situations in regards to your team or your job. Now, thinking about a mentor, they're useful to help you grow. The outside view, their experience, their different perspective is going to help you grow and develop and find things to do better or to do differently. The same way, if you are a mentor, you're going to help others to develop, to find new ways to do things, to consider different perspectives when handling or assessing any situation. One of the good things about mentors is that many times we just get so entangled with our own thought process that we just begin to see things from the one perspective. Somebody from the outside can help us consider the whole picture. Now, one of the questions that I get the most is, when do I need a mentor or how do I get one? So let's tackle these questions. Early in your career, a mentor can help you think about the next steps, the future, and the path ahead. They can also give you pointers or education on how to develop the skills that you're going to need, or help you think about the experiences that you will need to consider as you plan your growth. Their insight and their input is very useful when considering any kind of transition. This could be a role with a high responsibility, changing departments, changing industry, changing companies, just thinking about how to talk with your boss, with peers, with members of your team. Mentors are really useful because they bring experience, they bring some perspective that you might not have. And I think that, at least in my career, it was always enriching when I had my interactions with my mentors. How about developing, for example, skills like communication, like leadership, like project management, like priority setting? Mentors can be really helpful. They can also help you build your professional network, expand your outreach, make connections with others in your industry. The most usual view of mentors is to have them help us think about growth opportunities, about things that we need to do better, about how to conduct difficult conversations. But there's many more things that a mentor can do for you. Like I said before, they can help you think through complex situations just by virtue of asking simple questions, things that seem basic, and that by being basic, they force you to think about your assumptions, about the whole problem in a different way. I know that many times in my career, I was asked things that I just overlooked because they sounded so basic. And actually, I went like, oh, hell, that was a good question. Because basic questions are oftentimes the best. They go straight to your assumptions. That's how a mentor can help you, asking those types of things. It's important that you also think that in your role as a leader, part of your job is going to be to find mentors for your people. These are extremely helpful things for them to develop, to get views from outside of your own way of looking at the world, outside of your organization. And their mentors are going to be valuable partners for you as you develop your talent. Now let's talk mentorship. What is mentorship? It's the relationship that you establish with somebody who is more experienced or has a deeper knowledge than you on any given topic. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's an older person or somebody with a longer tenure than you. It could just be somebody who knows more about the particular topic or about the particular organization. So it's not an age-related thing. It's more of a context and information thing that can help you piece a better picture for you to act and think about. It's like the cool older sibling, right? But just focused on your career. Think about it, for those of you who are fans of Star Wars, mentors a little bit like Master Yoda or like Obi-Wan, or somebody who's very experienced, who will guide you, who will help you think about things and mature. Only without the lightsabers. They will have their experience and they will have their knowledge. So that coaching is about helping others think about their careers, approaches, skills, experiences, and much more. And that's what makes it so valuable. Mentors provide guidance, support, advice. They will help you navigate through complex aspects of relationships, projects, and different things that you're going to encounter in your professional life. So whether it's sharing their experiences and ideas or acting as a sounding board, you will find that a mentor will add a lot of value to how you approach things. And you'll also find that they can have a huge role in shaping your career. Or if you're a mentor, you can have a phenomenal role in helping others develop and grow. Now let's think about what types of mentors there are. You can have formal mentors, those that are assigned to you. There could be in your company some mentorship program where you're paired with some other executive, somebody typically from a different department, a different area. Or it could be informal, somebody you trust, an ex-boss, a friend with more experience, somebody in your family, whoever can provide that wide perspective, that could be your mentor. It could be a peer, a co-worker. And as you think about mentors, consider that it's always best, I think, at least in my experience, when they're not your boss. Not for anything in particular, but they have a different perspective. They're farther away from the issues. They won't be as involved, and you're going to feel a lot more confident and relaxed talking to them about issues that could be complex to broach with your boss. Now, how to find a mentor? Look in your professional network, people that you've met through associations, through events in your industry, in your organization. There even could be a mentorship program in your company. So if there's one, leverage it. Go there, tap into it, and be sure to get paired with the right mentor. Now, what is the right mentor? Look for somebody who has experience, who has the relevant amount of knowledge or perspective in whatever field you're in. Make sure that there's a good connection. The chemistry is super important. You're going to be talking to these people a lot, so make sure that you guys fit and work well together. And one of the most important things is that you can tell, and you can immediately observe it, they need to be willing to invest the time and the energy in the relationship. This is something that will benefit them too. As you get started with your mentor, be clear about your expectations. What are you looking for? What do you want to get out of that relationship? Be specific about meeting times and cadences. How often are you going to meet? What's the format it's going to take? Is it going to be a lunch meeting, coffee, an actual meeting in their office? Also be open to feedback. They will probably give you some views that you might not like occasionally, or that you might not be thinking about all that much. So make sure not to be too proud, make sure not to be too sensitive, and accept the feedback. Just be open, take it. It's a gift. Always make sure as you get started and as you continue to go to strengthen that relationship to show your appreciation, your gratitude. Make sure that you always send them the occasional progress updates in regards to the advice they gave you. Also have an explicit discussion about whether they can share your discussions or parts of your discussions with your boss or not. They could be a good ally to position some of your concerns, or they could just be a listening advisor about things that are complicated, that are a struggle for you, that you might not want your boss to know. So just be sure to help them think about how to best help you, by being quiet or by sharing. Remember that mentors are investing their time and energy with you. They could be doing something different. So always be respectful. Show up to the meetings in time. Be sure to come in with questions that are ready, that are insightful. Pay attention to what they're telling you. Validate your understanding. And like I said before, be open to new ideas and perspectives. Don't expect them to be the owner of the relationship. You need to be that, right? Do you be proactive about seeking their advice, their input? Don't expect them to pick up the phone and say, hey, come here for your mentorship session. That's on you. If you're the mentor, then make it so that the mentee knows that you're there for them, but it's upon them to seek out your advice. Remember, your career is yours. It's not your mentors. It's not the company's. So you should act like that. Did I mention regularly checking in with them? So keep them updated as to how you're doing, particularly on things that they gave you advice on. Be willing to work around their schedules, to adjust your goals based on the feedback that you have. That's the best way to build a good relationship with your mentor. The mentorship relationship is one that also has its challenges. For example, schedules that are conflicting, or sometimes even the mood that you come into the meeting with, or that your mentor comes into the meeting with, can affect the quality of the conversation, the amount of time, the feedback that you give or get. So take that into consideration as you go into the relationship. There will be good days, there will be better days. Consider differences in style or in communication. You might be overly sensitive to how your mentor says things, or the other way around. So make sure that you take that into consideration, and remember that there's no perfect relationship. So work around that, be open to that. Make sure that the expectations on both sides of it are clear and there's no misalignment. That could drive significant frustration if you're looking for one thing and if your mentor thinks that you're looking for another and things don't meet, then that's a waste of time and that's a lot of friction that you don't need. By the way, if you haven't done it, please go now, hit like, hit subscribe, share. There's a lot more videos and they keep growing every week, so make sure that you go to the channel and take a look. There's more resources, many other conversations and topics like this one that I'm sure are going to be useful for your career or for your teams. Remember that you can also find me on social media. You can find that in the description below or at the end of the video. Now, what are the benefits of being a mentor? On one side of the coin, you have having a mentor, so you being a mentee. On the other one is having a mentee, you being a mentor. And you're going to benefit from that too. In my years, I never had a mentorship relationship where I didn't benefit from insights and new ways of looking at things. Just the questions are good. So you will be able to develop and hone your leadership skills to stay connected with what's going on in other parts of the enterprise. And in my personal view, one of the benefits that I got that were the biggest was just seeing others develop, helping others grow, helping others solve their problems. To me was hugely enriching. And I'm sure that you're going to find benefit in that too. So my advice to you is look for opportunities to be a mentor for others. You have a lot to contribute, pay back for the things that you have received in your career as well. So help others grow and achieve their objectives. Try to become part of a formal mentorship program or even be an informal mentor for people who you see have potential, could use your help, where you have experience that could benefit them. Pay it forward. Just like when you are a mentee, make sure that you as a mentor invest time and energy. Be passionate about it, be punctual, be helpful. You have traveled that road. It's your obligation, I think, to help others travel it as well, particularly if they hold promise and potential. So if we think about resources, consider joining an association in your industry where you can meet people who you can help. There's a couple of books that also come to mind. The Mentor Leader by Tony Dungy. Also The Power of Mentoring by Martin Sanders. And there's also this great book by Ken Blanchard called 1 Minute Mentorship. All of these are useful resources. There's a lot more, but these are easy reads that are quite helpful for you to be a more useful mentor or to be more prepared to receive mentorship. One of the things that surprised me the most was how many organizations that help you become a better mentor there are. One example is the International Mentoring Association, the National Mentorship Partnership, and there's more. I'll put some links in the description for you. The point is that they offer resources and training for you to go and check how to be more useful to your mentees or how to go about getting some mentorship. And don't forget that your company might already sponsor a mentorship program. So be sure to offer yourself up as a mentor for others or to go look in there for mentors and for different resources and how to better leverage a mentorship relationship. So take the first step in seeking out mentors or in becoming a mentor and starting to explore the benefits of that relationship. I'm sure it's going to be one of the most enriching things that you do. And independently of whether you're a mentor or a mentee, make sure that that relationship provides sufficient guidance, support, and help to assist others in their growth. And I think that the most important part is be sure to always offer and show your appreciation and gratitude. I think that's the best reward that one as a mentor can get. If you're a mentor, make sure that you do your very best. You're helping people grow and develop and achieve their goals. That's your goal. That's your reward. So make sure that you hit the bell icon, like, share, subscribe, invite others to join the channel, to join the community. Go and check the playlist. There's a lot of resources. Don't forget to go and visit my website, download your book, enjoy it. It's an easy read. And like I said, there's multiple ideas and strategies there to help you boost your performance and manage your team and some other situations in your workplace. Thanks for watching, and remember, be better, be smart, be sharp.